E3 2016.
All right, this is Kooky Persona with Final Encounter Cast. I'm here at E3 live at Los Angeles Convention Center. I am here with Grayson. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good. How's your E3 experience so far?
It's been really great so far. I mean, this is the day 3. You know, it's that day when not everyone's here right now, so you get to play the games that you might not have been able to in the first 2 busy days. So I decided to check out Kingdom Hearts 2.8.
How is it?
It's really great. I'm a huge Kingdom Hearts fan. I played every game in the franchise. This is such a different game in the series because not only is it a remake of a few games that came out already, but it comes with this sort of prologue to Kingdom Hearts 3 with Aqua, which is pretty cool. So you kind of get a taste of Kingdom Hearts 3 if you buy the game. It also comes with this like movie, this hour-long CG animated
cinematic thing
that features new characters from like I guess before all the Kingdom Hearts games, so it's pretty cool.
Now this 2.8, I know it includes supposed to be 3 types of content, right?
Yeah. So
what did you play here?
So you have the Fragmentary Passage, which is at after Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance and before Kingdom Hearts 3. So it's totally brand new to the series. Then you have Dream Drop Distance, which is it originally came on the 3DS, but now they remade it for PS4 and HD. And then you have, so those are the 2 playable ones in the movie.
You almost blanked out there.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Dream Drop Distance looks really good. For the up-resed 3DS game, it looks really good.
Now, what system are you going to get this on?
With what?
What system are you going to get this on?
PS4.
PS4.
Yeah,
for sure.
Sony. Yeah, so I'm a big Sony fan. I'm not too much of a Microsoft guy. It feels way more comfortable. Like I played Final Fantasy 15 yesterday, and they're asking people in line if they wanted to play on PS4 or Xbox, and they had a whole bunch of Xbox controllers open, but nobody wanted to play them.
Oh no!
It just feels more comfortable in the Sony controller. But yeah, definitely getting on PS4.
Okay. Do you see any difference with 2.8 versus the number 1 or 2?
I mean, it just plays really well. I mean, the PS4 controller feels great. The other past HD remixes were on PS3, so this is the first one that actually is on PS4, so it looks way better than the PS2 and 3DS games originally.
Controls are the same and everything?
They're probably way better, especially the 3DS game, because you only had the 2 shoulder buttons, but now you have all 4 shoulder buttons, and no touch screens, so you don't have like awkward controls, and this play feels really great. 3DS actually came out with this Circle Pad Pro thing that added 2 shoulder buttons. It was this huge like add-on you could buy, and it just felt really uncomfortable. So this is like the way it should be played if you want to jump into the series.
Right, perfect. Now, you mentioned Final Fantasy 15. Are you excited for the Final Fantasy 15 whole universe?
I am, yeah. I'm all ready for the anime, the movie, the whole shebang. I watched the first episode of the anime a few months ago when it first got released. It looks pretty cool. It's a few episodes. I think the second one's out now.
Yes, it's out right now.
Which I need to watch as soon as I get home. But yeah, Final Fantasy goes. I'm a huge. I haven't played all of them, but 13 is the last. I actually like 13.
Oh really?
Everybody hated.
You're one of the few.
Yeah, one of the few. I liked all 3 of them actually. I actually like the original 13 better than the sequels.
Okay.
Because I think they try to fix what people hated in 13, which just made everything worse, and that went on for way too long. I didn't get to play 14 because I'm not a big online MMO guy, but 15 looks like a way like a brand new fresh take on the series, so I'm super excited. I played the demo. The controls are kind of weird.
I was about to ask, how do you feel about the controls? It feels like Kingdom Hearts to me.
Yeah, it does feel like Kingdom Hearts. You don't have that turn-based Final Fantasy that you're used to, but it's definitely more akin to Kingdom Hearts. So it feels really nice, but you have this new warping mechanic where you like throw your sword and your character warps the location and kind of attacks. It's kind of hard to get used to. I'm not really. If I start playing, I have to get. It doesn't feel comfortable. I have to play for a few minutes.
Right.
It's not like Kingdom Hearts where I can just jump in and I get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can skip the tutorials and get right to it. But I'm so excited for it. It comes out September, 3 months away.
Yeah.
It's been a long time coming. It's been name changes and like probably 10 years in development. So it's gonna be good. I have high hopes for it.
Were you confused by the demo with Titan? Because it seemed Titan's huge in this game, and like I actually had problems looking for him. So did you have any problems or?
I beat him, but it was kind of weird. It was just, I think he's too big to fight. Like I was just hitting random parts of his body. I had no idea what I was doing. My friend next to me was playing. He didn't finish it. The game like was kind of glitching on him, and it was alright though. I mean, I feel like they could have done a better demo. I don't think a boss fight's like the best type of experience to demo for the first time. Maybe more like a open field thing, like they had in the demo for PS4 and Xbox, the episode Dust Sky.
Right.
Just more open field. You get to do whatever you want. This was more like a restricted little boss fight. It was fun. I had fun.
Sounds like you're a Square Enix fan.
Yeah.
What other Square Enix titles are you looking forward to?
World of Final Fantasy.
Oh, really?
Cute. Yeah.
You're into the cute stuff?
Yeah, a little cheat. It's kind of like a chibi little origin story for Final Fantasy. A nice little. It comes out for Vita too, so I'm always looking for something to play on there. Kind of collecting some dust.
I was gonna say, do you own a Vita?
I do, yeah.
What games do you have for Vita?
Mostly indie titles. I mean, Hotline Miami. If you ever played it, it's really fun.
I love that game.
Gravity Rush was one of my favorite
Good
games. I played Gravity Rush 2 yesterday. It looks really nice. Yeah, it looks really nice. Sort of like an up-resed version of the first one, but adding more stuff to it, which is always cool. Yeah, with the Final Fantasy, I'm also interested in Nier, the sequel to that game that came on PS3. I never played it. It was kind of like a cult hit, I think. Like people loved it, but didn't get as much. Yeah, like underrated. People say it was. So I want to check out the first one and maybe get to play the sequel when it comes out. I have no idea when. I think next year. But I mean, everything Square Enix puts out looks amazing. Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy. I never finished Final Fantasy 12, so getting a remake of that is pretty cool too. Yeah.
What do you think of the I Am
Setsuna? I just played that too. Yeah, because I've heard it's like a very close to Chrono Trigger. I've heard online it's not like a successor, but they found inspiration from that game.
Right.
Chrono Trigger is really awesome. The demo was kind of pretty short. You kind of just walk through this field and fight a few enemies, kind of get a feel for the battle system. But it looks really cool. It comes out next month for PlayStation and Xbox. I'm pretty sure it's downloadable only, but I think I'm going to check it out.
Does it really have that Chrono Trigger feel to it or similarities?
The battle system definitely. It has that like Final Fantasy VII Chrono Trigger when you wait to attack and the bar goes up and you attack and then you wait for your turn. But it looks really fun. The art style is really cute. Very chibi, kind of like World of Final Fantasy.
Oh my gosh.
It's always, the more Japanese RPGs they can make, the better, because, you know, I love them.
Okay, now what do you think of this new Final Fantasy VII remake that's coming out?
Oh my god. I'm kind of surprised they didn't show it this year. Or maybe not. Well, they showed everything last year. Maybe just to get it out there, get the hype up. I'm sure they're working on it. They announced that it's going to be in episodes, which has been like...
But what do you think about it?
How do I think about it?
You're being very informational right now.
I think Final Fantasy VII is a bit overrated, in my opinion.
Have you played it?
I have. I never finished it, but this remake actually has me excited for it, because it's not the same game, you know what I mean? It looks like they're reimagining it. It looks beautiful from what they showed. I'm kind of skeptical about like the episodic thing. Like, is it going to cost $60 per episode? Is it going to cost like $20? So we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm not expecting that game to come out for a while, so it's like kind of just in the shadows right now. But I'm excited for it. A new take on Final Fantasy VII would be awesome. So.
All right. What other things are you excited for here?
Zelda.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
So why?
We waited 3 hours in line yesterday.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
We got to play. It was worth it though. That's probably the best demo I played of any game ever. Like at E3. It's my second. It came last year too. But you know, we got a 20-minute demo, and then we got a second 20-minute demo. So it was really worth it. Like that game just took everything I knew about Zelda and like twisted it, like turned it on its head. Like it's like Skyrim and Shadow of the Colossus and. You still have that Zelda feeling to it, but there's just so much you can do. Like, I could look to the person to my right and left, and we were doing totally different things in the field. Like, I would be finding weapons and killing these monsters, and they'll be climbing this tower, and Link's shirtless, and it's so weird because you could change his clothes, and everything has stats to it. So you could put on this armor, it'll have higher defense, lower attack, or vice versa. You could just go with his boxer briefs and run around with a sword looking like Conan. It looks so fun. They haven't had a release date yet, but it's coming out for NX and Wii U. Sometime next year. I have a Wii U, but I'll probably just, I know I'm gonna buy the NX. I'm just a Nintendo fanboy. Just because I'm a fan. Yeah, just because I love Nintendo. And it'll probably look way better on the NX, whatever it's gonna be called. That game, it's just like, after playing it yesterday, I'm like, oh, I'm done. That's all I need to see. Everything else is just like extra, you know. But that's what I really wanted to play, and I did it, and it blew me out. It blew everything out the water. Like, even the presentation going in the booth, it looks like you're going to a dungeon. Like, they have all these lights, and the music plays, and the door opens, and you just see everything, and it's the Link statue, and the monsters. It was amazing. Nintendo just having that one playable game might have been disappointing, but it was like one heck of a game to have playable. So
awesome. Now, there's a lot of nostalgic games that are out. Do you have that urge for a new IP, or is there an new IP out there that kind of grabs your attention already?
I checked out Days Gone. The developers at Bend, they worked on Uncharted Golden Abyss for the Vita, and they have Days Gone coming out, which sort of looks like a mix of The Last of Us and World War Z and Dead Rising. I checked out the presentation, they had the extended demo, and it looks really cool. It kind of looks too much like Dead Rising, with like a million zombies coming after you, and you kind of have to craft weapons, and you can craft them on the fly like you do in The Last of Us. But it looks really fun. You just show that one area. No release date. It's probably really early in development, I assume. But for a new IP, it looks fantastic. Like, Sony's new IPs are just blowing everyone out of the water. Horizon, I didn't get to play it yet, but I'm excited for that too.
All right. Anything else you want to talk about E3?
We pretty much covered everything. It's awesome, like always.
What would be your advice to people who first come here to E3?
Advice about E3?
Yes, first timers to E3.
The first time you come here, look at everything. Try not to get overwhelmed by things. Drink lots of water. You don't want to get cancer, which I call it. Wait to play games in the last day. That's what I'm doing today. First and second days, I kind of did the Sony stuff. You make appointments to see, so I made sure to do that stuff. And today, I'm playing games like Kingdom Hearts and I Am Setsuna and stuff. Games I knew would be slower today. So I would say scope out the conference the first 2 days, and the last day just go all out and play the games that you didn't get a chance to, and just have fun.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me.
Thank you.
All right, have a good rest of the E3.
I will, thank you.
All right, and shout out to Grayson